was a little girl, I used to live in a house next door to a man called Mr Ellis. Well, there was nothing special in particular about Mr Ellis, but there was something very special about his garden. At the end of his garden, he actually had a magic fountain. Water used to spurt up out of the ground and sprinkle all the flowers. Oh, I can still remember those flowers. They were orange and yellow and red, and they had this really strong smell. My mum said it was a flowery fragrance, and we made perfume out of the petals. Anyway, the one summer, I think it was 1976, it was very, very hot. And we spent a lot of time outside in the garden. Oh, the sky was blue. It was so hot. And Mr Ellis, he had this special cup just for me. It was orange. I can still remember it. And he used to let me drink some of the magic water from the fountain. It was icy cold and sweet. And all the bubbles used to gather at the edge of the cup. Oh, it was wonderful. Well, the summer got hotter and hotter and hotter. And there was a shortage of water, that's what the government said. Anyway, one day, I went into the kitchen and turned on the tap, and nothing came out. Not a drop of water. So I ran upstairs and I tried the taps in the bathroom and no water, nothing. I really panicked. I said, Mum, what are we going to do? And Mum said, don't worry. We'll have the water from Mr Ellis's fountain, he won't mind. And he didn't, you know. He was kind like that. But he wasn't like that with everybody. No, people used to come passing by and say, could you spare some water? And he said, I can't help everybody, you know. There was the time the farmer went by with his sheep. He said, clear off with your stinky sheep and your honky donkey. I don't want sheep and donkeys going past the end of my garden, thank you very much. And the noisy children. Can I have a little drop of water for the wilted flowers? Some water for the baby's bottle? No, you cannot. Get out of here. Go on, scram. Clear off. I'm hot. I'm bothered. I can't be doing with it. Well, this went on for a few weeks. And then one day, the sky lost all of its blue. Started to turn grey. Rain clouds. You know what? The dog, my dog, Jemima, she could actually smell the rain in the air. She went out into the garden. She's sniffing all the flowers and waiting for the rain. And soon enough, the rain came down. Spit, spot, drip, drop, drip, drop, spit, spot, spit, spot, pitter, patter, pitter, patter. Oh, it was raining. Oh, we were so excited. I ran outside into the main road. I didn't even have any shoes on. And all the parents came out as well. And we were all dancing in the rain. We hadn't had rain for so long. The rain poured down and soaked our clothes, and our hair looked so bedraggled. We looked like rats. Oh, it rained and it rained and it rained. And then eventually, of course, we had to go inside to get dry. And the rain seemed to lessen. Only it didn't lessen in Mr Ellis's garden. It kept on raining. It rained harder and harder and harder. It began hammering at the windows and sneaking in under the door. It started covering the kitchen floor, and it was over his toes. It was over his knees. Oh, lummy. It was over his tummy. Oh, heck, the waters were over his neck. And suddenly it was like the house was a boat. It just lifted up with Mr Ellis inside. And the house and Mr Ellis was swept away, carried away down the road. And you know what? They were never seen again. I'll tell you something. I know where he is. He's at the bottom of that patch of water. Because if you listen carefully, sometimes you can hear him playing his violin, having a cup of tea. After that, people called that patch of water Mr Ellis's mere. Mere's like lake, you know. And then people got a bit lazy and they stopped calling it Mr Ellis's mere and they just called it Ellis's mere. And now people are so lazy. They just called it Ellismere, Ellesmere, or Ellesmere Lake. It's true, that is. It's true.